My name's TJ Dunn, and as far as the story I'd like to share, I think I just want to share a story about God playing a part in my life as far as bringing me to Anchor Church. I remember it was a couple summers ago, or last summer, my wife and I, we were walking downtown early in the AM, and we saw a sign that said church at 9 o'clock, and we were just like, hey, you want to go check out this church? And we're like, yeah, and it was probably about 8:30, so we were like, let's just grab a cup of coffee and just go to this church and check it out. And so we went, and it was just a great experience. We really felt welcome. One thing that was really exciting is just seeing people having their dogs out there, because it's kind of cool taking your dog to church. But one of the most amazing things of why I want to share this story is just seeing how God really provides things for you when you need them. Because after service, Pastor Philip, he asked me if I wanted to do coffee with him, and I was like, sure, because I really love just talking to other believers and just hearing what God's going on in their life and just kind of going back and forth and just seeing what's happening. And so I think it was like the next week, like Monday or Wednesday or something like that, me and Philip met for coffee, and my mind was blown, because honestly, just to see a pastor at a church that just wants to reach out to any and everyone, because I've through this time I've seen him do coffee with numerous people, with no agenda and no just connection to the church. It really made me feel like it wasn't coming after me because of what I can do for the church, or it was what he could do for me. And going back to why that was so amazing, just a God thing, because it was weeks I was in a really dark place with myself, and I was just really busy being self-employed and just trying to pull off this really amazing project that I felt not qualified to do, and just overly whelmed. And I just found myself in a really, really dark place, and to the point where I was telling my wife that I wanted to get counseling, and I knew that it had to be a believer, and I wanted it to be a guy. And as selfish or weird as it sounds, I was like, I didn't want to pay a lot of money, but that's just the way I think. And in my first meeting with doing coffee with Philip, I just randomly opened up about all the pain and just the dark places that I've been in, and I've just never felt this way. And I didn't even tell him I was looking for a counselor, but he was just like, man, he always said, and it's funny, I actually steal it from him, because he just told me straight up, I believe in you, and I want to help you. And I remember at that time, he was just like, if you want to meet and do coffee once a week and just talk about life and what you're going through, I'll be there for you. And still to this day, that's been about a year and a half ago, me and him meet and do coffee. I'm definitely not in that dark place, but God provided someone exactly what I needed to be in my life at that time, to pour into me, to lift me up, to encourage me, and to just also show me what I could do for others. And that was just amazing, and that's just why I'm emotional right now, because just knowing God knew what I needed, and God provided that through Phil, through Anchor. So I'm just really thankful. I'll always be thankful for just the time, because I don't know, I tell people I wasn't suicidal, but I understood the thought, and that was a lot closer to it than I've ever saw myself. And so I just praise God for him bringing someone into my life, bringing Anchor to Wilmington, and just the hands and feet of the ministry at Anchor Church. And that's my God story.